What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to Subject Equals. Today's subject equals the comic books coming out for 8/21/2019. I just thought I'd go over some of the good comics that are comics that are coming out this week. I'll also tell you a little bit about some of them and talk about whether or not they're on my pools. So first up, we have Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool. Now that Donny Cates is doing Absolute Carnage, I would highly recommend picking this up. They did do Carnage versus Deadpool a couple years ago. I read that, wasn't a huge fan of it. It was okay, interesting, but I expected more from seeing those two personality types clash. It didn't really work well, but hopefully, Donny Cates isn't writing this, but with his guidance, I guess, with Absolute Carnage, hopefully something does well with this series. So I'm gonna grab this first issue just to see how it is. Then for you Alien fans, we have Alien Rescue coming out this week. We have Aquaman number 51, starting to look like the Jason Momoa version here. We have Bad Reception, looks like a little bit of a horror / gory wedding fest thing. We have Batman. We also have Batman, the Robin, the Teen Wonder. This is basically an issue reprint, but you can never go wrong with Batman and Robin. We have Year of the Villain number 1, Black Mask. I believe this is just a one-shot. I am not too sure on the whole Year of the Villain thing. I don't really know what the heck is going on with the Year of the Villain. Personally, I don't think DC's putting any really good stuff out there right now. Next, we have Blade Runner 2019. Big fan of the newest movie, Blade Runner 2049. Thought it was fantastic. The original, not so much. I know. Don't hate on me. But Blade Runner 2019, I have the first issue. Definitely going to pick up the second issue. Would highly recommend. I've heard a lot of great things on the boards and different comic book people from different comic book communities. Canada, I heard, is really good. Number 3 is out this week. I might want to scoop that up. I'd like to grab issue 1 and 2 if I can. And just a side note, next we have Criminal number 7 by Ed Brubaker. But just a side note real quick, this channel is, I would like to start posting more videos. I am going to start doing this every week, but the goal is for me to get this channel up and running with pop culture, movie reviews, discussions, comic book reads and reviews, all kinds of different film, multimedia, like I said, pop culture, information and news and reviews and things like that. But the channel, if you are watching it right now, it is in beta, not even beta, like alpha. So I've got an intro coming I'm working on. I've got lower thirds I'm working on, all that kind of jazz, and a setup that I have to get going. But anyway, I digress. Back to the comics. Next we have Death's Head number 2. Wasn't a huge fan of number 1. I kind of like Death's Head as a character and his aesthetic, but his stories I feel like are always kind of lacking, personally. Next we have Ghost Spider number 1, formerly known as Spider-Gwen. If you guys like Spider-Verse, pick that up. I'm probably going to pick it up just for the sake of picking it up, checking it out. Hellboy, fun fact, I've never read Hellboy, hope to change that. In the BPRD, Saturn Returns 1 of 3 is coming out this week. We also have History of the Marvel Universe. I did not read, this is number 2. I did not read number 1, but I was flipping through it. And from what I was flipping through, I thought it's not really what I thought it was going to be. It looks kind of very complicated. I thought it was going to be more of like a compilation of, all these different universes or timelines, and Marvel was going to try and put them all together to make sense of it. And essentially that's what it is, but it's weird and different. But I'm definitely going to pick up number 2. Dark Crystal, number 12 comes out this week. This is the final issue of this series, and just in time because August 30th, in a week or so, the Dark Crystal TV show is coming to Netflix. So I can't wait. Not a huge fan of the first one, the movie, but I watched the movie ages ago. But I always love stop motion, not stop motion, but animatronics and puppeteering and things like that. So I love that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely want to give the show a try. But come in and grab these if you can, or go to your local comic book shop if you like the Dark Crystal. Marvel Comics presents, I'm assuming that's Reign, Wolverine's daughter, real daughter, is out this week. Great little stories, one comic with 3 or 4 different stories, 3 stories of 3 different characters in a comic. I enjoyed the ones that I have read. It's been very spotty which ones I've read, but I heard they're really good. I have to check that out. There was a whole, number 6 issue where it introduced Reign and everyone was like losing their minds over it. Then we have Marvel Tales featuring X-Men. X-Men are really hot right now. Powers of X, House of X. Those issues are just keep getting better and better. Every new issue comes out is better than the last. Speaking of, we have Powers of X, issue 3. And of course, me, I gotta get the Decades cover. Not too impressed though by this one. I'm not a big fan of Emma Frost. I feel like there's so many, and I get it, they have like so many other ones that they have so many more issues coming out that they're going to be using. They need all the X-Men they can, but I would think they would do them in order of importance. Like you have Rogue, you have Gambit, you have Professor X, Wolverine, all these other characters who I would choose to do before her. But again, they're probably going to do them. And the final issue of Spider-Man City at War number 6 is out this week. Of course, scooping that up. Love the video game. If you're a huge fan of the PS4 Spider-Man game like me, you're going to scoop this up. And then we have Superman number 2, Year 1 by Frank Miller, part of DC's Black Label. I wasn't too impressed by the first one. I will grab this one just to give this. I will grab the second one just to give the series another chance, kind of see what's going on. Jimmy Olsen, Superman Pals, and finally we have Jane Foster as Valkyrie, Marvel's Valkyrie. I scooped up the first issue, but I'm probably going to pass on this. I'm not a huge fan of Valkyrie or anything Jane Foster like that. So those are just the ones I felt were important, and part of them, half of them are like on my pull list. Just wanted to share with you guys that is coming out the week of 8/21/2019 for the comics. Just comment down below what you guys are getting, what's on your pull list, what are you reading, what do you like right now, any writers that are hot, artists that you like, what stories you like and anything you hate. And also any suggestions for this. Still a little nervous, still trying to get used to like the whole formula of this. Again, like I said, the channel is in alpha right now. But if you have any constructive criticism, and I'm not like most people, I'll take it, I'll take it into account. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. And I'll try to make the channel better. So again, this is only the second video I've ever posted, and probably we'll only continue doing these videos for the next 3 weeks or so before I actually get the channel up to where I want it to be. So, all right, just comment down below, give me that thumbs up, and subscribe for more videos. Have a good one, guys.